What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. It is time for yet another 5 clubs I would like to manage in Football Manager 2022. We've already done England, France and Germany. Today we are talking all about the Italian clubs that I would like to take charge of during FM22. Some of these are bigger clubs, some of these kind of need a little bit of a rebuild, and some of them have some records which I'm sure their fans would like to forget. So let's dive into it. Kicking things off, we start off with Juventus. Now, I am on an updated database, but it's not updated because Ronaldo is still here, despite Allegri being the Juve manager. Juventus are a massive club in Italy, but they do have some issues with them. They are one of the clubs who were trying to found the European Super League, and you can see why when you take a look at their finances. Obviously, I can't do that right now, but in a real life FM21 game that I've been playing in terms of a rebuild, they had over 300 million in debt as well. It's not just Barcelona, it's not just Real Madrid and clubs like that. Juve are in trouble as well. Obviously, last season they had Andrea Pirlo as their manager. That didn't go according to plan. And obviously now they no longer have CR7, who in my rebuild was an absolute monster. If you've not seen the rebuild of Juventus, please do go and check it out. If we dive into their competitions, their overview, and look at their history, as you can see, a historic run of 9 Serie A's on the spin. And that's over. Obviously Inter won the title last season, so you need to try and recoup that. Obviously, in terms of their Champions League prowess, to me, I know they've won it, as you can see on the screen there. They won it in 1985, they won it in 1996. Juventus always seems like the team to me, not so much in recent years, but always the bridesmaid, never the bride. They seem to be runners up, they seem to make it to the semis, and then they don't win it. Try and win them another Champions League trophy. It happened in the rebuild, but this is all about who you guys can be as well. 36-time winner of the Serie A, obviously most recently in 2020. 1 European Cup Winners' Cup, 3-time Europa League winner as well, and 13-time Italian Cup winners. Juventus have some pedigree, and for me, if we go into their players and their senior team, obviously they've got Chiellini and Bonucci, the old guard, but this is the man to watch for me. 𝘼𝙗𝙗, I think for me, he is absolutely fantastic in Football Manager, the young Argentine. I say young Argentine, he's not that young anymore. He's only 4 years younger than me. He has so much ability. In my rebuild, this guy was a beast. Please do go and pick up Paulo 𝘼𝙗𝙗 if you are not Juventus. If you're a big club who can actually get him away from Juventus. At the start of this, he's currently wanted by Liverpool, Man City, PSG and Real Madrid. All the best, guys. Juve offer a very interesting challenge. They are financially strapped in certain aspects, but in my experience, they do always pack a punch when it comes to actually giving their managers money. Obviously, really nice stadium. Obviously, you need to do the logo pack and the real name change from Zebra, but you can do these things. These are all things listed down below. In terms of their facilities, guys, they've got superb training facilities, excellent youth facilities, top corporate, adequate academy coaching and average youth recruitment. This team actually does produce pretty good youngsters, and because of these amazing training facilities that you already have and excellent youth facilities, you will be able to bring them through and create the next level of Italian talent. Can you replace Chiellini? Can you replace Bonucci? Or can you ultimately lead them to a Champions League trophy? We are staying in Serie A for team number 2, and that is Venezia Football Club. Obviously, the team based in Venice were promoted last season, and they come with some absolutely fire kits. I've discussed this on a video. These two here definitely not doing the club's kit any justice whatsoever. Very interesting challenge for them. If we actually look at the Serie A and we look at the season preview, I know this is how things are listed right now, and this isn't, you know, the same database that you will be playing on in FM22. They are currently 1,000 to 1 to win the league. It's not going to happen, is it? It's not, unless you're the manager. That's the question. You could be the manager and take them to glory. If we go on Venezia and we go on their profile, as you can see here, key player here, Francesco Fort. I don't know if he is still their key player, but looks like a decent little striker actually for Serie A. Very nice in terms of his physicals, pretty good mentals, and he is very good technically where he needs to be. I think he could be a very good player for you. In terms of anyone to keep an eye on, let's have a look at some of their youngsters, shall we? Galazzi, actually, let's just go back to their profile overview. Who is their hot prospect? David Scheneg. is what I'm going to say. This guy's not it. He ain't it, guys. He ain't it. But in terms of bringing players through, have you got the facilities to do so? No. Adequate corporate, average training, below average youth, average academy coaching, and adequate youth recruitment. Definitely need some improvement there, but that can only be done with success on the pitch. The stadium looks lovely. If you boot it over this stand here, you end up in the water, or over this side, you end up in the water, and I just think it's fantastic. The club that you could be living their life in Venice is absolutely fantastic. If we look at their club overview, they have won the Italian Cup previously in 1941. So can you emulate some of the successes that Venezia have had in real life? Club number 3 on the list is Parma. Now, I know FM Stinger has done a very, very good save with Parma, where he was trying to play 5 at the back with them. They are a very interesting prospect. They find themselves in the Serie B, and obviously they have club legend, and I'm going to call him that. 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪 𝙈𝙚 is back at Parma following a second spell at Juve. He's a bit old, but he's playing Serie B, so I still would imagine he's probably one of the best goalkeepers in the division. He is listed as their key player. Obviously, they've got this guy here who actually for 17 looks pretty good, actually. Dan Derricks. I've butchered that guy's name. Please do let me know down in the comments how you actually say this dude's name. In terms of their club history, obviously Parma have a rich history. European Cup winners, 2-time Europa League winners, most recently in 1999. So they won the Europa League in the year that Manchester United won the treble. 3-time Italian Cup winners, most recently in 2002. And they need some love, guys. They really do need some love. In terms of their facilities, excellent training facilities, average youth facilities, adequate coaching, and adequate recruitment. Very nice little stadium as well. If we go back to their profile, nice stadium, especially for the division. 22, just over 22,000 for the Serie B. This club deserves to be in Serie A, if you ask me, and I think you guys could be the ones to take them back to Serie A glory. Okay, guys, so club number 4 on this is Brescia. Now, a lot of you guys will know from FM21 that Brescia is the club to go to get this guy, Andrea Papetti. At the start of the save, you can approach to sign this guy, and he goes on to be an absolute monster. Brescia, also known for Sandro Tonali, who is obviously at the start of FM21. He is on loan at AC Milan. This club, right? Let's first and foremost, this club holds a record for the most seasons competed in the Serie B. They have, let me just consult my notes, they have a total of 61 seasons, and they also have the record for the most consecutive seasons in Serie B, which is 18. They've played 18 seasons consecutively in Serie B, and they have the record for the total number of appearances or seasons in the second division in Italy, which is 61 times they've played there, which is absolutely ridiculous. They've had some club legends as well. Roberto Baggio is a former player for them, as is Pep Guardiola. And obviously this club, they need someone to take them out of Serie A and to keep them in Serie A. I mean, the run of seasons in a row of, 18 seasons in a row that they had in Serie B is just ridiculous. If we go into their overview, as you can see, this club is not one that is steeped with history and winning trophies. They need someone to grab them basically by the scruff of the neck and drag them up the divisions and keep them there. They've got great trainer facilities, great youth facilities, good academy coaching, average youth recruitment, and they always seem to, in my saves, always seem to bring through these players. And if you can start with Andrea Papetti and you can hold on to this kid, their youth development is always good in my saves, in my opinion. I always think they bring through some very, very good youngsters. So can you be the guy to take hold of Brescia and drag them into the Serie A and keep them there? And last but by no means least, we are talking about Palermo. Now, it cannot just be me who remembers this team playing in European competition, having players like Cavani, Dybala, I believe Carl Lafferty. Yes, I've said those 3 names in the same sentence. This club should not be in the Italian Serie C. They definitely should be higher. That stadium looks absolutely ridiculous. Even for the second tier in Italy, it would be ridiculous. It's even more so right now. If we go on to their general information and look at some of their favourite personnel at the bottom, you can see some absolute legends of the game in here. Obviously, you've got Cavani there. I mentioned Dybala. 𝘼𝙗𝙗 is there as well, some more recent players. This club, right, should not be where they are. I don't know what's happened to them off the top of my head. I would need to do some research, but to find themselves in Serie C is just not it, is it? If we have a look at their records so far, it's not been great for them. They are four-time Serie B champions, and they need to be back in the top flight of Italian football ASAP. Can you be the person to take the team with these glorious pink kits? If you've got FM custom kits to sort you out with some Palermo kits, that pink home shirt is going to be a formidable force in FM22. So guys, there are my 5 teams that you can manage for Italy. We've gone Juventus, Venezia, Parma, Palermo, and obviously Brescia. Let me know if there were any other teams in Italy that you think have a good case for you to take over and a very good challenge for you. I've mentioned some top level, I mentioned some at the bottom level. Take your pick, guys. Let me know in the comments who you would pick out of these 5 to start a save with in next year's game cycle. But that's where I'm going to leave things for today, guys. If you have found this video useful, if you have enjoyed it, please do drop a like on it down below. Subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. I am buzzing for FM22. I cannot wait for it to land. Please do hit that subscribe button down below. It really does make a difference as we are on the road to 7,500 subscribers, which is an absolutely ridiculous number. But until next time, guys, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and hopefully I'll see you on stream this evening.